The Merchant of Venice, a play by William Shakespeare, read for you by Weirdo. Act 2, Scene 1. Belmont, a room in Portia's house. A flourish of trumpets. Enter the Prince of Morocco, a dark-skinned Moor dressed all in white, along with 3 or 4 followers. Portia, Nerissa, and their attendants are also present. Do not judge me harshly because of my skin color, the dark uniform given to me by the shining sun, which I live close to and was raised under. Bring me the fairest man from the north, where the sun's fire barely melts the ice, and let us cut our skin to see whose blood is redder, his or mine. I tell you, lady, this face of mine has made even the bravest men afraid, and I swear by my love, the most admired women of my land have loved it too. I would not change my skin color, except if it would help me win your heart, my gentle queen. When it comes to choosing a husband, I do not get to decide based only on what I find attractive. Besides, the lottery my father set up takes away my right to choose freely. But if he hadn't limited me this way, and used his wisdom to control who I marry, then, noble prince, if it were up to me, you would have just as good a chance as anyone I've met so far to win my heart. Thank you for that. Now, please, lead me to the caskets so I can test my luck. By this sword, the one that killed the great Sophie and a Persian prince, the one that won 3 battles against Sultan Suleiman, I would stare down the fiercest opponents, stand fearless against the bravest warrior, snatch newborn cubs from a mother bear, even taunt a lion as it roars for its prey, all just to win you, my lady. But unfortunately, luck doesn't work that way. Even if Hercules himself played dice with his servant Lichas to prove who was the stronger man, a lucky roll could let the weaker one win. That's how Hercules was once defeated by his own anger. And in the same way, if luck is not on my side, I could lose to someone far less worthy, and that would break my heart. You have to take your chance. You can either decide not to choose at all, or you must swear before choosing that if you pick the wrong casket, you will never propose marriage to any woman again. So think carefully before you decide. And I never will. Now, take me to my chance. First, we go to the temple. After dinner, you can take your gamble. Then may luck decide, either to make me the happiest man alive or the most miserable. Trumpets sound, they all exit. Scene 2, Venice, a street. Enter Lancelot, Gobbo, the clown, alone. Honestly, my conscience is telling me to run away from my master, the Jew, but the devil is right here at my elbow tempting me. He keeps saying, Gobbo, Lancelot, Gobbo, good Lancelot, or good Gobbo, or even good Lancelot, Gobbo, use your legs, get a head start, run away. But my conscience says, no, be careful, honest Lancelot, be careful, honest Gobbo, or, as I said before, honest Lancelot, Gobbo, don't run away, don't disgrace yourself by running. While the bold and daring devil is telling me to pack up and go. Go on, says the devil. Get out of here, says the devil. For heaven's sake, find some courage, says the devil, and run. But my conscience, clinging tightly to my heart, wisely tells me, my dear friend Lancelot, you are an honest man's son, or rather an honest woman's son, because, to be fair, my father wasn't exactly the most faithful. He had a bit of a wandering eye, if you know what I mean. Anyway, my conscience says, Lancelot, don't move. Move, says the devil. Don't move, says my conscience. Conscience, I say, you give good advice. Devil, I say, you also give good advice. If I listen to my conscience, I'll stay with my master, the Jew, who, God help me, is basically a devil himself. But if I run away, I'll be following the devil who, well, is the devil himself. Honestly, my master, the Jew is the devil in human form, and my conscience must be pretty heartless to even suggest that I stay with him. The devil, on the other hand, is giving me much friendlier advice. All right then, devil, my feet are ready to follow your orders. I'm running. Enter old Gobbo carrying a basket. Excuse me, young man, please, can you tell me the way to Master Jew's house? Launcelot aside. Oh, heavens, this is my real father. But since he's not just half blind, he's practically blind as a bat. He doesn't recognize me. I think I'll have some fun and confuse him a little. Excuse me, kind young gentleman, can you tell me the way to Master Jew's house? Take your turn, the next turn on your right, but then at the very next turn, go left. But then at the next turn after that, don't turn at all. Just go in a completely roundabout way and you'll get to the Jew's house. My God, saints, that sounds like a tricky path to follow. Can you tell me if a certain Launcelot who works for him still lives there or not? Oh, are you asking about young Master Launcelot? Aside, what's this? I'm about to stir things up. Are you asking about young Master Launcelot? No, Master, sir. He's just a poor man's son. His father, though I say it myself, is an honest but extremely poor man. But thank God he's managing to get by. Well, whatever may his father be, we're talking about young Master Launcelot. Yes, sir, your friend, Launcelot. But tell me then, thus, old man, thus, I ask you, are you talking about young Master Launcelot? Yes, Launcelot, if it pleases your lordship. Thus, Master Launcelot. But don't talk about Master Launcelot, father, because according to fate, destiny, and all those fancy sayings, the three sisters, and other scholarly nonsense, he is in fact dead. Or, to put it simply, he has gone to heaven. Oh no, God forbid! That boy was the support of my old age, my one and only help. Launcelot aside, do I look like a walking stick or a wooden post? A staff or a support beam? Do you even recognize me, father? Oh dear, I don't know you, young gentleman, but please, tell me, is my boy, God rest his soul, alive or dead? You really don't recognize me, father? Oh dear sir, I am nearly blind. I don't recognize you. Well, honestly, even if you could see, you still might not recognize me. It takes a wise father to truly know his own child. Anyway, old man, I have news about your son. But first, give me your blessing. The truth always comes out in the end. Just like a murder can't stay hidden forever, a man's son might disappear for a while. But sooner or later, the truth will be revealed. Please, sir, stand up. I'm certain you can't be my son, Launcelot. Please, let's stop messing around. Just give me your blessing. I am Launcelot, your boy from before, your son now, and always your child. I can't believe that you're my son. Well, I don't know what to say about that. But I am Launcelot, the Jew's servant, and I'm pretty sure Marjorie, your wife, is my mother. Yes, her name is Marjorie indeed. And I swear, if you really are Launcelot, then you are my own flesh and blood. Praise the Lord! Just look at that beard you've grown. You've got more hair on your chin than my old horse Dobbin has on his tail. Well then, it seems like Dobbin's tail must be shrinking, because the last time I saw him, I'm pretty sure he had more hair on his tail than I have on my face now. Good Lord, how much you've changed. How are things between you and your master? I've brought him a present. Do you two get along now? Well, as for me, since I've already decided to run away, I won't rest until I've put some distance behind me. My master is a true Jew. Giving him a present? You might as well give him a noose instead. I'm starving working for him. You can practically count my ribs just by feeling my size. Father, I am glad you're here. Give your present to a certain Master Bassanio instead. He hands out the best new uniforms. If I don't end up working for him, I'll run as far as there's land to run on. What? Look! Here comes the man himself. I'll go to him, father, because I swear, I'll be no better than a Jew myself if I stay serving this one any longer. Enter Bassanio with Leonardo and a follower or two. Go ahead and do that, but make sure it's done quickly. I want supper to be ready by 5 o'clock at the latest. Deliver these letters, get the uniforms made, and ask Gratiano to come to my place soon. A servant exits. Go on, father, speak to him. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Do you need something from me? This here is my son, sir, a poor boy. Not a poor boy, sir, but the servant of a rich Jew. And I would like to... Well, my father will explain. He has a great passion, sir, if you could say it that way, for serving. To put it simply, sir, I work for the Jew, but I'd like to... Well, my father will explain. To be honest, sir, he and his master don't exactly get along, if you catch my meaning. To put it simply, the truth is that the Jew has treated me badly, which makes me want to, well, my father, who I hope is an old man, will explain it to you. I have here a dish of doves that I'd like to give to you, sir, and my request is to make it sure that the request is about me, as you will hear from this honest old man who, though I say it myself, is both an old man and a poor man, my father. Let one of you speak for both. What is it you want? Jeez. I want to serve you, sir. That is exactly the point, sir. I know you well. You've got what you wanted. Shylock, your master, spoke with me today, and he recommended you, if you can call it an improvement, to leave the service of a rich Jew to follow a poor gentleman like me. The old saying is perfectly split between my master Shylock and you, sir. You have the grace of God, and he has plenty of money. Well said. Go with your father now. Say goodbye to your old master, then find out where I'm staying. To a servant, give him a uniform with more decoration than the others. Make sure it's done. Father, go inside. I can't find a job, can I? As if I don't have a tongue in my head. Looking at his palm, well, if anyone in Italy has a better fortune line on their hand, one that practically swears on a book that I'll have any good luck, I'd like to see it. Look at this. What a simple life ahead of me. Only a little bit of marriage, just 15 wives. No big deal. 11 widows and 9 maidens. That's barely an income for one man. And then to survive, drowning 3 times and nearly die under the weight of a feather bed. Such small escapes. Well, if fortune is a woman, then she's treating me well. Come on, father. I'll say goodbye to the Jew in the blink of an eye. Lansted and Okobo exit. Please, good Leonardo, don't forget about this. Once everything is bought and properly arranged, come back quickly because I'm hosting a feast tonight for my most respected friends. Hurry, go now. I'll do my best to take care of everything. Enter Gatiano. Where's your master? Over there, sir. He's walking. Leonardo exits. Signor Bassanio, Gatiano, I have a request for you. Consider it done. You can't say no. I have to go with you to Belmont. Well then, you have to come. But listen, Catania, you're too wild, too loud, and too bold when you speak. Those straight suit you well enough, and to people like us, they don't seem like flaws. But in a place where no one knows you, they might see you as a bit too reckless. Please try to tone it down a little. Calm your restless energy with a bit of modesty, or else, because of your wild behavior, people might get the wrong idea about me, where I'm going. And I could lose my chances. Sir Bassanio, listen to me. If I don't dress properly, speak respectfully, and only swear once in a while, carry prayer books in my pocket and look serious. Even more than that, if I don't lower my hat over my eyes while saying grace, sigh, and say amen, and follow all the proper manners like someone who's learned to act solemn just to impress his grandmother, then never trust me again. Well, we'll see how you behave. No, but not tonight. You can't judge me based on what happens tonight. No, that wouldn't be fair. In fact, I'd rather you be your most cheerful self. Yes, because we have friends who are in the mood for fun. But goodbye for now. I have some things to take care of. And I need to meet up with Lorenzo and the others, but we'll see you at dinner. They exit. Scene 3, same place, a room in Shylock's house. Enter Jessica and Lancelot. I'm sorry that you're leaving my father like this. Our house feels like a prison, and you, a cheerful troublemaker, are making it less miserable. Oh, but goodbye. Here's a ducat for you. And Launcelot, at dinner tonight, you will see Lorenzo, who is a guest of your new master. Give him this letter, but do it in secret. And for now, farewell. I don't want my father to see me talking to you. Goodbye. My tears are stopping me from speaking. Most beautiful pagan, most sweet Jew. If some Christian doesn't act clever and win you over, I'd be very surprised. But goodbye. These silly tears are making me lose my manly toughness. Farewell. Goodbye, dear Launcelot. Launcelot exits. Oh, what a terrible thing it is to feel ashamed of being my father's daughter. But even though I share his blood, I don't share his ways. Oh, Lorenzo, if you keep your promise, the struggle will be over. I'll become a Christian and your loving wife. She exits. Scene 4. The same street. Enter Gratiano, Lorenzo, Salarino, and Solania. Now, we'll slip away during dinner, change into disguises at my place, and be back within an hour. We haven't prepared properly for this. We haven't even arranged for torchbearers yet. It'll look bad unless we organize it carefully. And honestly, I think it's better if we don't do it at all. Oh, it's only 4 o'clock now. We still have 2 hours to get everything ready. Enter Launcelot with a letter. Oh, my friend Launcelot, what's the news? If you'd be so kind as to open this, you'll see what it means. I recognize his handwriting. Honestly, it's a beautiful hand. And the hand that wrote it is even fairer than the paper it's written on. That's definitely a love letter. If you'll excuse me, sir. Where are you going? Well, sir, I'm off to invite my old master, the Jew, to have dinner tonight with my new master, the Christian. Wait, here. Oh, take this. Tell dear Jessica I won't let her down. Say it to her in private. Go on, gentlemen. Launcelot exits. So, will you get ready for the mass tonight? I've already arranged for the torchbearer. Oh, yes, of course. I'll go take care of it right away. Me too. Meet me and Gratiano at Gratiano's place in about an hour. Sounds like a solid plan. Salarino and Solania exit. Wasn't that letter from the lovely Jessica? I have to tell you everything. She's given me instructions on how to help her escape from her father's house. What gold and jewels she's bringing with her. And even the page's outfit she's ready to wear. If her father, the Jew, ever makes it to heaven, it'll be because of his kind-hearted daughter. And may bad luck never touch her. Unless it's only because she was born into an unbelieving Jew. Come, walk with me and read this as we go. The lovely Jessica will be my torchbearer. They exit. Scene 5. The same. Before Shylock's house, enter Shylock, the Jew, and Launcelot, his former servant, who was the clown. Well, you'll see for yourself. Your own eyes will judge the difference between old Shylock and Bassanio. Jessica! You won't stuff yourself with food like you did when you were with me. Jessica! Or sleep all day, snore, and wear out your clothes. Jessica, I'm calling you! Hey, Jessica! Who told you to call her? I didn't tell you to call her. But sir, you always used to say I couldn't do anything unless I was told. Enter Jessica. Did you call me? What did you need? I've been invited to dinner, Jessica. Here are my keys, but why should I go? They didn't invite me out of friendship. They're just pretending to be nice. But still, I'll go out of spite. So take advantage of that wasteful Christian's food. Jessica, my girl, take care of the house. I really don't want to go. I have a bad feeling something's about to disturb my peace. I dreamed about money bags last night, and that's never a good sign. Please, sir, you should go. My new master is expecting you to insult him. Oh, and I'm expecting the same from him. And they've got something planned together. I won't say for sure, that you'll see in the mask. But if you do, then my nose didn't start bleeding for no reason last Black Monday at 6 in the morning. That was the year when Ash Wednesday landed at 4 in the afternoon. 4 years ago. What? There are masks happening? Listen to me. Jessica, lock up the doors, and when you hear the drums and the awful squealing of those twisted fifes, don't climb up the windows. Don't stick your head out into the street to stare at those foolish Christians with their painted faces. Shut the house up tight. I mean, the windows too. Don't let the sound of their shallow nonsense enter my serious home. By Jacob's staff, I swear I have no real desire to go out to dinner tonight. But I'll go anyway. You, go ahead of me. Tell them I'm coming. I'll go ahead, sir. Aside. Mistress, make sure to look out the window anyway. A certain Christian will be passing by, and he'll be well worth a Jew's glance. Lancelot exits. What did that fool, that descendant of Hagar, say? He just said farewell, mistress. Nothing more. That fool is kind enough, but he eats too much, works as slow as a snail, and sleeps all day. Rather than a wild cat, I don't keep lazy drones around, so I'm letting him go and sending him to someone who will help him waste his borrowed money. Well, Jessica, go inside. I might be back soon. Do as I say, lock the doors behind you. Fast bind, fast find. That proverb that never gets old for someone who knows how to save. Shylock exits. Goodbye, and if luck is on my side, you lose a daughter and I'll lose a father. Jessica exits. Scene 6, the same. Enter the masquerades, Gratiano and Salarino. This is the spot under the overhang where Lorenzo told us to wait. He's already late. It's surprising he's running behind schedule. Lovers are usually early, never late. Oh, Venus's doves fly 10 times faster when rushing to start a new love and when they're trying to keep an old promise. That's always true. Whoever gets up from a feast with the same hunger they had when they sat down, but what horse ever retraces its long, tiring steps with the same energy it had when it first set out? Everything in life is chased with more passion than it's actually enjoying. Look at the decorated ship setting sail. Like a reckless young man or a spoiled rich kid, it rushes out of the harbor, embraced by the flirtatious wind. But when it returns, it's like that same reckless youth, beaten down by life, its sides battered, its sails torn and ragged, worn out and broke down. From that same playful Enter Lorenzo. Yes. Oh, here comes Lorenzo. We'll talk more about this later. Sweet friends, thank you for your patience in waiting so long. It wasn't me, but my business that kept you waiting. When you all decide to sneak away with your wives, I'll wait just as long for you. Now, let's go. This is my father-in-law's house. Hello, who's inside? Enter Jessica above, dressed as a boy. Who are you? Tell me, so I can be sure. Though, I'd swear I already know your voice. It's Lorenzo, your love. Lorenzo, for sure, and my love as well. Since who else do I love this much? And now, who but you, Lorenzo, can I say for certain that I truly belong to? Oh, heaven, and your own heart know that you do. Here, catch this chest. It's worth the effort. I'm glad it's nighttime so you can't see me because I'm really embarrassed by this disguise. But love is blind and lovers don't notice the silly things they do for love. If they did, even Cupid himself would blush seeing me dressed as a boy like this. Calm down. You're going to be my torchbearer. What? Do I have to shine a light on my own embarrassment? Honestly, my shame is already too obvious as it is. Carrying a torch will only make me stand out more. Love, why not rather stay hidden? But you are hidden, my love, even in this charming disguise as a boy. But come quickly, the night is slipping away, and we're expected at Bassanio's feast. Curse me if I don't love her deeply. She's wise, at least as far as I can tell. She's beautiful, if my eyes aren't deceiving me, and she's loyal. I mean, she's already proven that. So, since she's wise, beautiful, and loyal, she will always have a place in my heart. Enter Jessica. Oh, you're here. Let's go, gentlemen. Quickly. Our friends in the masquerade are waiting for us. Exit with Jessica and Salarino. Enter Antonio. Who's there? It's me, Antonio. Oh, come on, Gratiano. Where is everyone else? It's 9 o'clock and our friends are all waiting for you. There won't be a masquerade tonight. The wind has changed and Bassanio is setting sail right away. I've already sent 20 people to look for you. Oh, that's great news. There's nothing I'd rather do than set sail tonight. The exit. Scene 7. Belmont. A room in Portia's house. A flourish of trumpets. Enter Portia with the Prince of Morocco and their attendants. Go ahead. Pull back the curtains and reveal the 3 caskets to this noble prince. Now, make your choice. The first one is gold. It says, whoever chooses me will get what many men desire. The second one is silver, and it reads, whoever chooses me will get as much as he deserves. The third one is dull lead and has a blunt warning. Whoever chooses me must give and risk everything he has. How will I know if I picked the right one? One of these caskets holds my picture, Prince. If you choose the right one, then I am yours. May the gods guide my choice. Let me think. I'll read the inscriptions again. What does the lead casket say? Whoever chooses me must give and risk everything he has. Give. For what? For lead? Risk everything for lead? This one sounds like a warning. People who risk everything do it for great rewards, not for something as worthless as lead. A noble mind wouldn't settle for something so dull. Nah, I won't give or risk anything for lead. What about the silver one? Pure and bright? Whoever chooses me will get as much as he deserves. As much as he deserves? Let me stop and think. How do I measure my own worth? If I judge myself fairly, I know I deserve a great deal. But is that enough to win Portia? Doubting myself would be foolish and weak. As much as I deserve? That must mean Portia. By birth, I deserve her. By wealth, status, and education, I deserve her. But most of all, by my love for her, I deserve her. Maybe I should stop here and choose silver. Let me check the gold one again. Whoever chooses me will get what many men desire. Well, that must be Portia. The whole world desires her. Men come from every corner of the earth just to see her. Princes cross burning deserts and vast Arabian lands to reach her. The oceans, wild and untamed, don't stop them. They come as easily as if they were crossing a small stream just to look at Portia. One of these caskets holds her picture. Could it really be the lead one? No way. That would be an insult to her. It would be unthinkable to bury her beauty in something so cheap. What about the silver one? No, silver is worth far less than gold. It would be a sin to believe someone as precious as Portia would be locked inside something less valuable than gold. In England, they have gold coins stamped with the image of an angel. But that's just an engraving. Here in this golden chest, an angel, Portia herself, must be lying inside, waiting. Give me the key. I choose gold, and may fate reward me. There you go, Prince. Take the key. And if my portrait is inside, then I am yours. The prince unlocks the golden casket. Oh no. What is this? A skull. Death itself. And inside its hollow eye? Death's scroll? Let me read it. All that glitters is not gold. You've heard that saying many times told. Many men have given their all just to be deceived by my shiny thrall. Golden tomes may still hold decay. Had you been wise instead of bold today, with youthful limbs but judgment old, your choice would not be in this scroll. Farewell, your hopes turn cold. Cold indeed. All my effort was for nothing. Goodbye, passion. Welcome, disappointment. Portia, farewell. My heart is too heavy for a long goodbye. This is how losers leave. Exit with his followers, trumpets sound. Scene 8. Venice, a street. A smooth departure. Close the curtains. Let everyone like him make the same choice. They exit. Hey man, I saw Bassanio's ship set sail. Gaetano went with him, but I'm sure Lorenzo isn't on board. That wicked Jew started shouting and got Duke involved, and now they've gone to search Bassanio's ship. Oh, he was too late. The ship had already sailed, but the Duke was told that Lorenzo and his love, Jessica, were spotted together in a gondola. And besides that, Antonio assured the Duke that they weren't on Bassanio's ship. I've never heard someone so overwhelmed, so wild, furious, and all over the place, as that cursed Jew was shouting in the streets, "Oh, my daughter! Oh, my money! Oh, my daughter! She ran away with a Christian! Oh, my Christian money! Justice, the law! My money and my daughter! A sealed bag! 2 sealed bags of gold, doubled gold, stolen by my own daughter, and my jewels, 2 gems, 2 rare and priceless gems, stolen by my daughter. Justice, find her. She has my jewels and my gold with her. Boo-hoo. All the boys in Venice are following him, shouting about his jewels, his daughter, and his money. Antonio better make sure he pays his debt on time, or he's going to suffer for this one. Oh, that reminds me. I was talking to a Frenchman yesterday, and he told me that in the narrow waters between France and England, a ship was lost. A ship from our country carrying valuable goods. When he said that, I immediately thought of Antonio and silently hoped it wasn't his. You should tell Antonio what you've heard, but don't do it so suddenly. It might upset him. There isn't a kinder man in the world. I saw Bassanio and Antonio say goodbye. Bassanio promised he'd return quickly, but Antonio told him, don't rush. Don't handle your business carelessly for my sake, Bassanio. Take your time and do things properly. And about the debt I owe the Jew, don't let it worry you or take away from your happiness. Enjoy yourself and focus on love, on courting, and all the romantic gestures that are fitting for you there. And right then, with tears in his eyes, he turned his face away, reached out behind him, and full of emotion, he shook Bassanio's hand tightly, and that's how they parted. I think Antonio only cares about the world because of Bassanio. Please, let's go find him and cheer him up somehow. Give him some kind of happiness. Yes, let's do that. They exit. Scene 9. Belmont, a room in Portia's house. Enter Narissa and a servant. Quick, hurry, please, draw the curtain right away. The Prince of Aragon has taken his oath and is coming now to make his choice. Flourish of cornets, and enter the Prince of Aragon, his attendants, and Portia. Look, noble prince, here are the caskets. If you pick the one that holds my picture, we will be married right away. But if you choose the wrong one, my lord, you must leave immediately. No arguments. I have sworn an oath to follow 3 rules. First, I must never tell anyone which casket I chose. Second, if I chose the wrong one, I can never ask another woman to marry me. And lastly, if my choice is wrong, I must leave right away. Everyone who takes the chance to win me must swear to follow these same rules, yes. And so, I am ready. May fortune bring me what my heart hopes for. Gold, silver, and plain lead. Who chooses me must give and risk everything he has. You will have to look more appealing before I give or risk anything for you. Now, what does the golden chest say? Let me see. Who chooses me shall gain what many men desire. What many men desire? That many must refer to the foolish crowd who judge only by appearances, who don't look deeper than what their eyes can see. They're all like the swallow that builds its nest on the outside wall, exposed to the wind and danger. I won't choose what the common people desire, because I don't want to think like them or be counted among the ignorant masses. So, let's look at you, Silver Chest. Tell me again, what does your inscription say? Who chooses me shall get as much as he deserves. Well said. After all, who should expect to be lucky and honored without actually earning it? No one should wear a title they don't deserve. Oh, if only wealth, status, and power were always given fairly. If true honor was only given to those who actually earned it. How many people who bow now would stand tall? How many people who give orders would have to take them instead? How many unworthy people would be removed, and how much true honor would be restored? Polished and renewed. But back to my choice. Who chooses me shall get as much as he deserves. I believe I deserve well. Hand me the key, and I will unlock my fate now. He opens the silver chest. You're taking too long for something so disappointing. What's this? A picture of a winking fool? Handing me a scroll? Let me read it. You look nothing like Portia. You are nothing like what I hoped for or what I deserve. Who chooses me shall get as much as he deserves. Did I really deserve nothing more than a fool's head? Is this my reward? Do I deserve no better than this? Judging and being offended are 2 different things, and they don't go together. What does this say? The fire has tested this 7 times. Only those with true judgment chose correctly. Some people chase after illusions and only get an illusion's happiness. They are fools in the world, I know, covered in silver, just like this casket. Marry whoever you want, but I will always be the wiser one. Now leave, you have lost. The longer I stand here in the mirror, the more foolish I look. I came here with only one fool's head, when I leave with two. Oh. Farewell, my lady. I'll keep my promise and accept my disappointment with patience. Exit Argan with his chain. Yeah, just like a moth getting burned by a candle. These so-called wise men. When they make their choice, their own cleverness is what makes them lose. The old saying is still true. Marriage and hanging are both decided by fate. Come on, Elisa, close the curtain. Enter a messenger. Where is my lady? I'm here. What news do you bring? Madame, a young Venetian has just arrived at your gate. He comes ahead of his master to announce his arrival and brings warm greetings from him. Along with his polite words, he also carries valuable gifts, but I must say, I've never seen a better messenger of love. An April day has never been so sweet and promising the beauty of summer as this man is in announcing his lord's arrival. Enough, please. I'm almost afraid. You'll soon tell me he's related to you. The way you're going on about him. Come on, Elisa. I can't wait to see love's messenger, who arrives so politely. Bassanio. Oh, love, let it be him. They exit. This is the end of Act 2 of The Merchant of Venice. The play by William Shakespeare, read for you by Weirdo. Thank you.